Back when COVID had just started, you might not remember, but there was a pretty big crash in share prices. Even blue chip shares fell pretty hard. For example, Commonwealth Bank shares went down to I think about $60 from a previous peak of 100, maybe even more. It was a pretty crazy time. There was a lot of opportunity if you had money and some brains to invest. I didn't. I tried, but it just didn't work out. One time there was a travel share, it's called Webjet, and it crashed pretty hard because obviously no one was going to be flying anywhere anytime soon. I bought, I think about $10,000 worth, thinking, oh yeah, I'll make a quick little profit when it picks back up. And yeah, it happened because once the COVID numbers started dying down, people started thinking that all the airlines were going to get open back up again. So I think in about a week or so, I made about $3,000, $4,000 increased price, and I was going to sell them. And I was catching up with a friend for lunch, and I thought, I'll do that when I get home. I didn't have easy access to the ComSec app or whatever it is. And while I was out at lunch, there was a Black Lives Matter protest that had occurred in Melbourne, and there'd been a bunch of people that had confirmed positive COVID tests. And yeah, the share tanked pretty hard, and yeah, I lost my profit of $3 or $4 grand or whatever. So yeah, that was a pretty expensive lunch. It's hard to fight the feeling that sometimes the universe is against you. Like, it's this weird joke that it's playing on you just to make your life miserable. But of course it doesn't care. It's just our own egos that feel that way, like that we're the center of the universe. Back around 20 years ago now, there was a lot of TV shows that were all about renovating houses and selling them for a profit. It was pretty popular. They're pretty good to watch. A lot of people tried to copy it, myself included. And there was this concept that you could kind of just give the house a lick of paint, and 6 months later sell it off for 50 grand profit or 60, whatever. And I heard stories about people who did really well with it. I've heard crazy stories. People buy something for $1 million and sold it for $2 a year later. I mean, nowadays, like, all that doesn't mean anything with this post-COVID real estate, but there definitely was opportunity there to build equity or build wealth, particularly because it was within your control. You could buy something that was very low value because it was in bad condition, or it had a history that nobody wanted, and then you could let it settle for a couple of years and double your money. I think you can do that still now, but it's a lot harder. The prices are so inflated. I definitely feel like if I had my time again, I'd probably do something different. If I was doing it now, if I was growing up, I feel like if I was growing up now, I probably wouldn't start out trying to buy a house or buy real estate. It's a really big focus for people at the moment to try and do that for young people. I personally wouldn't bother. I'd dump any cash I had into Nvidia shares, Taiwan Semiconductors, something like that. Anything that's going to be doing autonomous robots, autonomous driving, autonomous drones. That'll be the future. It'll be like, we'll look back at this like, why didn't I invest in that? It'll be like Google or Bitcoin or whatever. Of course, you have to have money spare after you pay all your bills and enjoy your life to be able to invest that kind of money, but even a few thousand here and there wouldn't hurt. But I guess the point is, you don't want to just copy what the last generation did to build their wealth. Everything runs in trends, and they've got limited lifespans. Once that span's over, its viability closes down quite a lot. You'll see, you see that with everything. Clothing trends, YouTube video trends. There's always something. By the time the average person is doing it, there's nothing left, because the average person's usually pretty desperate and bad with their money. So if you've got everybody doing it, the profit margin just gets closed, gets smaller and smaller. You sort of want to be on the front, one of the first people to do something. I don't know what that is right now, but I think there's definitely things out there. You just need to figure it out yourself. It's easier when there's TV shows showing you how to do it.